I honestly don't know how this is gonna go, but I do know it's gonna be really, really slow. All right, so let's talk about what we've got going on today. First off, from yesterday to today, I'm sore in the weirdest place. So my legs are fine, and that is weird for me because I thought yesterday would screw my legs. But it didn't. My body feels okay. The thing that hurts right now is my feet, my toes, specifically my little toes, my second two little toes on my right foot and my left foot. They're lit up, and I think it was because I was doing those squats barefoot, and there was so much time grabbing the ground with them, like little talons. But yeah, that was rough. Now, I gotta squat more, and let's talk about what today's going on, because I honestly do not know how it's gonna go. So what do we have on the plate for today, and why am I saying I don't know if I'm gonna, like how it's gonna go? Well, it's an hour-long effort, and hour-long efforts are fine and dandy when they're monostructural, like, hey, I'm gonna go run for an hour, I'm gonna go bike for an hour, I'm gonna go row for an hour. But I don't know how pull-ups, push-ups, and squats are gonna go for an hour. I mean, I've done plenty of workouts that are in that 50-minute, 40-minute time range, but they had a whole bunch of different things, something like a Murph or something along those lines. This workout is actually just pull-up, push-up, sit-up, squat, 1, 1, 1, 1. Then 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5. So far as you can get in 1 hour. Now, here's some things about that. An hour is a long, long time to be doing these kinds of movements, which means we need to be moving super flippin' slow. If we went like normal workout speed, I think this would be way too much volume for most of us who have done CrossFit in the past, who know how to move through these movements. So there's a couple things that I'm gonna switch up. I'm going to make sure the pull-ups are going to be strict pull-ups. I'm not gonna be doing a whole bunch of either jumping, or I'm not going to be doing any sort of kipping today, just because I think the volume would end up getting too high across an hour. The push-ups, they're not gonna be strict push-ups. You can scale those back if you needed to, but just if you're doing this workout, don't progressively scale. So don't be decreasing your difficulties each time. Just spend the time struggling whatever you're at. And then the pacing just needs to be dang slow. Literally, it's gonna look like this. Sense of urgency, none at all. It'll just be nice and steady, nice and slow the entire time. And the reason for that is, like, I don't want to be getting so many reps that I just end up so sore for the upcoming days. I think if you know how to push too, you're extra susceptible to doing something like just overdoing it and getting the old Uncle Rhabdo there. So let's avoid that. It's gonna be a doozy. The beautiful part about a workout like this is you don't really need to warm up. I mean, you should, but I'm gonna use these initial rounds as my warm up. So I'm just gonna start this time lapse. I don't even know if my phone will go for an hour, and we'll get after it. But we'll see how this all goes. Good luck, everyone. Whew, that was a long time. 1 full hour of movement, but not in a monostructural way. I got everything in the round of 19 other than the squats. So I got the pull-ups, push-ups, sit-ups, but just didn't get to the squats in 19. That requires that you go so slow, and there was no cardiorespiratory stimulus for me. I was just worried about overdoing it on my pulling and pushing. I'm gonna be pretty sore, I think. That was me sticking my arm out because it's not going super straight. All the pull-ups, you know, I started breaking them into singles pretty late on, or pretty early on, I should say. And then it was just like a steady pace. The push-ups got really hard. They kind of affect my shoulder a bit, but it wasn't too bad. It was wonderful. An hour, I got to do the math on it. I think it's 200 something. I don't know. I'll check it out. But wonderful. 1 hour of joy. I'm going to stretch out a bit and call it a day. Day 5. Old school CrossFit Odyssey. That was plenty difficult. Tomorrow I'm going to be pretty sore. I hope anyone who did that did it smart. As always, stay virtuous. See you tomorrow.